Well, at least I'll give Naughty Dog this. They gave us one last scene with Joel, so they at least cared enough for the audience to at least see him. So, thank you. But at the same time, no thank you for ruining the whole game by killing Joel.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but not bad.
I had Seth under control.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay. Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
No. No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. She just... I don't know why she did that.
But you do like her.
So stupid.
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Yeah. I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try. Okay. I'll see you around.
Yep.
Alright, so let me stop this right here. First of all, sad scene, because the next day, Joel dies. There, said it, done. So sad. Second of all, Ellie, you are a dumbass. Okay? Your life matters if you're dead, if you died in that hospital. First of all, we don't even know if the chances of a vaccine being made. for great surgery, for perfect surgery, that the cost of it would be your death? No. Are you serious? You're not that special. And actually, in fact, Game Theory even figured out that you're not that special. You just happened to get fungus inside of you that protected you from the infected. So, what are the chances that that vaccine would not cause someone else to be infected as well, and they turn into an infected, not be immune from an infection? So, your chances are very low. So your death would be meaningful or meaningless? And most likely it'd be meaningless. And your life doesn't matter if you're dead. Like, really? You really have that much of an ego? Like, okay. So let's see. If I had to assume that was 4 years after. Okay? 4 years after. You're telling me within that 4 years, you didn't have a life that mattered? It was nothing? Really? So Jesse meant nothing? Dina meant nothing? Even Joel meant nothing? All the great things that they did for you and your life didn't matter? Just because you're immune and nobody else in the world is? Well, immune. Yeah. I'm sorry, Ellie, but yeah, I can't blame you. Now, third of all, Joel saying that if he got a second chance, he would do it all over again. I believe him. However, he does not mean that he would let Ellie die. He would not. What he would change is killing all those people just to save Ellie. He would do everything in his power just to save Ellie. If someone got in his way, maybe try to avoid contact. If he can't, then kill him, sure. But he definitely would not kill Abby's father. I'm sure he would do his very best to avoid. Otherwise, it would come back to bite him in the butt, which it does eventually. And fourth, I can't blame you, Ellie. This one, you have a legitimate argument that you can't necessarily forgive him for killing all those people. Because killing a human life is wrong. Morals, just all that, you know. It's very wrong to do that, even if they are against and all that. And, yeah, Ellie, just, you should be grateful. He saved your life. Okay? You should be grateful that he saved your life. And from what I understood, you guys bonded after that. You bonded even more, and only that one lie broke that bond, burned that bridge. Luckily, I'm glad you guys were trying to get back on that bridge, trying to fix it, but, you know, the day after, unfortunately, we know his fate, which, yeah, that hurts. Oh, and also, yeah, can't forgive him for lying about it as well. Yeah, that's even worse. So I can't blame you, Ellie. That's totally understandable. So yeah, those are my 4 points as to how Ellie is kind of a dummy and Joel is still more or less a hero. So let's finish this, okay? And then I can do my other round. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is The Last of Us Part 2 on Grounded mode, on Grounded Plus mode, done. That was fantastic. tucking fastic. Alright, I'm gonna quit to the main menu and do my rants because I love to do my rants. I'll play the song. Actually, I don't think I want. No, best I don't play the song because who knows? Someone might copyright it. YouTube, I'm looking at you. But yeah, so yeah, I can do another new game plus. Which reminds me, dig 2 graves. I got an achievement because yeah, that's how I prove that I did do grounded plus. And look at that. This is already proof as it is. Okay, good. I did get everything. And the farm again. I always knew there was nothing on the farm, but you know. Gotta say though, this was kind of hard to get all these facts, coins, and all that. I mean, I didn't do too bad. I was pretty consistent. I was at least either 1 or 2 off, so that's not too bad, honestly. Looking back on it. So yeah, that was okay. So here's my rant about the game. It was a great game, great sequel to the game, good play style. Definitely, I have to say though that the Abby play style was actually a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable because you know she definitely was a lot more active. She definitely had a lot more strength, a lot more weapons, better weapons in fact, and just overall was easy to control, much better than Ellie. I mean, Ellie's just so flimsy while Abby here is just so jack and all that. So, there is that. So, first of all, they killed Joel. Thank you, Naughty Dog, for doing that, because you basically ruined the whole game, the rest of the game for that. Actually, second, you ruined the whole game, the rest of the game, by having us play as Abby. Okay? You had us play as Abby, who tortured and murdered our favorite character of the game that we all wanted to play as. But no, you had us play as Abby. I mean, and you tried guilt-tripping us in order to like her, to be sympathetic with her. Especially when she comes around to Lev and Yara. You tried to make us better. Tried to make us understand why she killed Joel. But first of all, she committed first-degree murder. Alright? Joel, at best, second-degree murder. Okay? Joel, all he did was just stab him because he was in the way. Okay? And he was defending himself too. Okay? Abby's father had a scalpel in his hand and definitely had intention of killing Joel, just so Joel would not be able to get Ellie from the table. Simple as that. I mean, Abby's father definitely was not going to let him walk away with Ellie. I think we can agree on that. Okay, he definitely had intention, especially from his words. And yeah, definitely there was that scene with Abby and the Queen Firefly talking about Ellie. First of all, those two are dummies. They didn't tell Ellie. They didn't even wake her up. They immediately went to surgery. Okay, they just frickin' rushed it. Had no time in the world. They had all the time in the world to create a vaccine. All the time in the world. They could have waited. Seriously, it's common sense, guys. Okay? More people won't get infected the more you stand there. More stand and wait and discuss it. So, yeah, exactly. So, dummies right there, especially on the vaccine part. That's just unbelievable. But, and also, the beginning, the game itself, the story, here's what I would have done, okay? Abby torturing Joel for murdering her father. Why do I always keep doing that with the pronouns? Anyways. So, but she puts him in a comatose state, in critical danger, in critical life danger. And so, yeah, basically he won't be able to wake for a while. That would be reason enough for Ellie to go and kill Abby. Simple as that, to get revenge on her for doing that. That is a simple story right there. The events would follow as it goes. Ellie, of course, would mess up because Ellie is a dummy. And, of course, Abby would also mess up because she is dummy as well. And kind of murders BS. And, yeah, that scene at the end, the ending scene, the end fight, that would have worked out perfectly. That Ellie forgives her for that. That would have been perfect. I know most YouTubers would wanted Ellie to kill her, and I definitely did too, but I was like, just stop it. Enough. No more killing. There has been already too much killing in this game. I think that's enough, alright? No more killing humans, alright? We had a common enemy, but of course, we like to fight amongst each other because, human nature and all that. So that's unfortunate. But at least Ellie did pull herself to stop herself from doing it, and I'm just glad that this all ended up well. I mean, although it does look like they tried to treat Abby better than Ellie, but Ellie being alone, and I think by this scene right here, this ending scene, I think that is Santa Barbara, because that building is very different compared to the buildings in Santa Barbara. This is this is the Fireflies in Santa. Oh wait, they were in Santa Barbara. Okay, so let me be specific. So they were out of the Rattlers territory. This is different from Rattlers territory. This is the Santa Barbara that Owen has been talking about. At least I think so. I mean, look at it. They docked on a new beach on a new island, and here you are. This is completely different. So I think Abby and Lev made it, and they had a good ending, honestly. So I don't know. I don't like that, but considering how much torture they did go through on the Rattlers territory, I'm willing to let it go. I am. And yeah. And one last thing, just they Naughty Dog definitely had a bit of a, like, I can forgive them for having Ellie having sexual thoughts with Dina, because obviously in the first game she did turn out to be a lesbian. But Dina, oh my gosh, she is just unbelievable. I mean, first of all, she offers weed to Ellie while they're on a mission. And they stay there for quite a while, and then Jesse comes in and is furious, rightfully so furious, that they're just waiting around, and he even tells them that the people are relying on them, which they are. But then Dina just overlooks and goes on to Jesse and is like, well, why aren't you doing your job, huh? I mean, she's such a crazy bitch. And especially since she kind of even hints that maybe they went home, that Joel and Tommy went home after they didn't report it. They didn't report themselves in. Like, really? That's what you think? She's crazy. And I'm glad that they basically stopped her from the first part of the game, like, onward for Ellie's path, because she's just annoying. She's a worst side character ever. Like, they just added in her just for the lesbianism. I can definitely tell that for sure. Jesse definitely was a great character. I enjoyed him. Maybe Joel 2.0, like they tried to fit in Joel in that aspect, but that just, that's kind of stupid. But definitely they had an agenda, because they could have had Jesse live, and he would be a father to his child, and there would be a mother. Dina and Jesse would go back together, raise the child. Ellie, I'm sure, would come over and help out the child as well, babysit and all that. But no, they did it where two mothers can take care of the child. So, yeah, they definitely did that on purpose. You may say speculation, but I'm pretty sure it's on purpose. They definitely did that. So honestly, otherwise, all of that annoyingness and just stupidity of all the characters in the game, I do hope there will be a Last of Us 3, because I do want to know what happens after this. What happens to Ellie? What happens to, I don't know, what happens to the rest of Jackson? What happens to Tommy? What happens after Joel's death? I don't know, there may be an HBO Max series coming out about The Last of Us, assuming they do it, assuming not, and they'll touch upon it, but it looks like obviously they're going to start with the first game and then go from there. But yeah, so we'll see what goes from here if Naughty Dog decides to make any more games. Honestly, I definitely enjoyed Uncharted more than The Last of Us, personally, in terms of just gameplay and story. I know, it's totally different genres from both of them, but definitely Naughty Dog had something with the Uncharted, so I can't blame it. So yeah, so anyways, that is The Last of Us done. Finally, okay? I know it's the endings, basically the end of the game that I showed only, but let's be honest, you did not want to see me go through the whole game hours for hours, so that would have been pointless. It's a 30-hour game. I mean, you really expect me to get through it all in, what, a matter of a week? No, that's not happening. So yeah, that's how it goes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Like, subscribe, enjoy, and have a safe and blessed day. Peace, boys!